Right now, there are 8 billion people on Earth. But what if I told you that with one click of this button, they all disappeared? Every car on the highway? Stopped. Every plane in the sky? Frozen like a toy. We've all seen the movies. You pause time, you grab a handful of cash from a bank, you pull a prank on your boss, and you're a legend. But the movies are lying to you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why pausing time isn't a superpower. It's a death sentence. You wouldn't be a hero. You would be a blind, suffocating prisoner trapped in a world made of solid glass. And the worst part? If you even try to walk, you'll literally explode like a nuclear bomb. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll be terrified of the one thing you've always wanted. Let's get into it. Okay, so you press the button. Click. Everything stops. You think you're safe, right? Wrong. Here is something the movies never tell you. The Earth is currently spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. It's also orbiting the Sun at 67,000 miles per hour. When you pause time, does the Earth stop too? If the Earth stops instantly but you don't, you are toast. Think about it. If you're in a car going 60 miles per hour and it hits a wall, you fly through the windshield. Now, imagine that car is the entire planet and it's going 67,000 miles per hour. The second you hit that pause button, you would be launched eastward at Mach 80. You wouldn't even have time to scream before your body was smeared across the nearest wall like a piece of wet tissue paper. But let's be nice. Let's say your magic button stops your momentum too. You're standing in the middle of Times Square. It's quiet. Too quiet. You go to take a step toward a nearby Ferrari, and you realize you can't see it. This is where it gets creepy. Why can you see me right now? Because light is bouncing off me and hitting your eyes. But light has a speed limit. When you pause time, you freeze light in its tracks. Imagine the air is filled with trillions of tiny glowing bullets. Usually, they hit your eyes and tell your brain what the world looks like. But now, those bullets are just hanging there. If you stand still, you see nothing. Just pure, pitch-black darkness. To see anything at all, you would have to physically walk into the light particles. It's like trying to watch a movie by running through a field of frozen film strips. But it gets weirder. Since you're only picking up the light directly in front of your pupils, your vision would look like a corrupted, glitchy 1990s video game. You wouldn't see a beautiful frozen world. You'd see a terrifying, distorted smear of colors that makes no sense. You are officially the only person on Earth and you are legally blind. So you're blind, you're confused, and then you realize you can't breathe. Think about air. We think it's nothing, right? But it's actually a soup of molecules: oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide. Usually, when you move, these molecules get out of your way. When you breathe, they rush into your lungs. But time is stopped. The air around you is no longer a gas. It has the physical properties of solid granite. To take a breath, you would have to exert enough force to literally crack the atmosphere. It would feel like trying to inhale through a straw filled with concrete. You are standing in a room full of oxygen, but you are suffocating. You're like a fish that's been pulled out of the water and frozen in a block of ice. Every second you stay in pause time is a second closer to your lungs collapsing because the world is too still to let you live. But Jimmy, you say, I'm strong. I'll just force my way through the air. I'll just run really fast. Don't do that. This is the most insane part of the reality check. In physics, speed is distance divided by time. If time is 0, then any movement you make results in infinite speed. When you move your hand just 1 inch in pause time, you are technically moving faster than the speed of light. You are slamming into those frozen air molecules with so much energy that you're not just moving them, you're splitting them. You would trigger a thermonuclear fusion event. Just by waving hello to a frozen friend, you would generate enough friction and heat to turn your arm, and the city block you're standing on, into a cloud of glowing plasma. You wouldn't be a time traveler. You would be a human hydrogen bomb. The moment you unpause time, the energy you built up from just walking would release all at once, leveling everything within a 5-mile radius. Okay, let's go into the illegal side. Let's pretend you have a special suit that prevents you from exploding and lets you breathe. You go to the bank. You take $1 billion in gold. You go home. You unpause. Did you actually commit a crime? In almost every country on Earth, a crime is recorded by a timestamp. But your theft happened at 12 hours and ended at 12 hours. On every security camera, the gold didn't move. It just teleported. Lawyers would lose their minds. How do you prosecute a non-event? There is no duration of intent. In the eyes of the law, you didn't exist for that period. But there's a catch: quantum forensics. If scientists saw $1 billion vanish in 0 seconds, they would know someone manipulated the Higgs field. You wouldn't be hunted by the police. You'd be hunted by the secret government agencies that want to dissect your brain to find out how you broke the universe. Is $1 billion worth being a lab rat for the rest of your life? Probably not. We all want to pause time because we're stressed. We want a break. We want to stop the clock and breathe. But the reality is the flow of time is the only thing keeping us alive. It's what allows light to move, hearts to beat, and lungs to fill. Time isn't a cage, it's the oxygen of existence. Without it, you aren't a king. You're just a statue in a dark, cold, explosive void. So the next time you're running late or feeling overwhelmed, just remember, at least you can see, at least you can breathe, and at least you aren't currently exploding at the speed of light. If you want to see what happens if we turned off the sun for 24 hours, then let me know in the comments. It's even crazier than this one. Also, you didn't subscribe yet, so hit that button or I'll pause your YouTube feed forever. See you.